can you just talk about what you had going today? I mean, they looked like they couldn't stop you out there. What did you turn it on at any point, or did you just come out tonight knowing that you needed to be aggressive for this team to win?
Well, we just need to respond. Every single night it's going to be different. What's needed out there on the floor of the game. So just trying to give what's needed on both ends of the floor. Like I said, the other night I took that personal, just not being able to guard anyone. So tonight I gave up a few drives, but I feel like defensively as a team, including with my effort, we just matched it tonight. And we knew that they were going to bring it. So it was just an exciting game. What's today, Monday or Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday? Excuse me, losing track of the days. But it was great competition for the top players in the world, some of the top players in the world to go against each other on TV. So grateful we get the fans what they wanted.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
Kyrie, can you just describe in those last 2 minutes when you saw all but 1 point of that 10-point lead disappear, how nerve-wracking was that? And do you feel like everybody just kind of dug down because it meant so much coming after that last loss?
Well, I mean, every game, it means a lot to us. We just got to come out and show it. And I feel like tonight it was easy to go out and do that. And after the game, we talked as a team just about collectively coming together against, teams that, may not have the record that show it. And we're just not – we're playing to their level, or we're not playing to exceed, the effort that's needed. So we just want to continue to make consistent habits of, just playing the right way every single game.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Kai, I wanted to follow up on that and drill down. I mean, we're only not even a third of the way through the season, but I mean, you guys have proven that you can play exceptionally well against the best teams. How do you get to that point as a team where you're taking, I'm not going to name a team, but those with lesser records or losing records, where you're taking those as seriously and putting in the same effort in those games? How do you get to that?
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't think it's about taking it serious. I mean, we show up every single day, or we prepare the best we can. I don't want to use any words against you, but I think, for us, we just have to take pride in coming out and understanding that every team is going to give us their best shot. We are one of those teams in the league, but we have to continue to earn that respect. And we do have a great collection of individuals. I say that on a day out and day in and day out basis. But as a team, we just got to match each other's efforts and exceed the other teams. And I feel like, teams make so many shots against us. So many magical things happen against us. And I know we're not the only team in the league that feels that, but it seems like over the last week, there's been some crazy comebacks and some crazy things that have been happening. So, we just got to get used to it and finish the games. That's the big thing. That's the phrase. Finish the games. We're up by 10. We're up by 8. We're up by 5 with a minute to go. Finish the game. So.
Blake Andrews, ESPN.
Kyrie, you, James, and Kevin combined for 90 points tonight. When you look at your complete game, is this closer to where you guys want to be as I know there's other guys, but as a trio, is this closer to your ideal?
Well, when it was just the team that we had in the beginning of the season, now, evolving into this, we don't want it to just be about us. And, I'll always make that clear. We have other guys in our locker room that collectively give something to every single game, and we want that continued effort. But obviously the demand is going to be primarily on us on the offensive end, and we got to put guys in the right spots, including each other. It's great to have Kevin Durant yell at you to get in the right spot, or have James Harden, kind of give you a cue with his eyes to, be in the right spot, because they're so great. So sometimes you get caught watching, and, we just got to stay active and do the little things for those guys to complement them. And that goes back with sacrifice and compromise, all of us. Sometimes it's not going to be a 39-point night for me, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes we're not going to shoot well, as you see over some of the games, but we just want to continue to get better with the limited practice time we have.
Wait, you get caught watching even now at this point in your career?
Yeah. They're that great. I mean, it's pretty easy just to kind of just sit there and be a fan of those guys. And there's just such a deep admiration that we've had since we were kids as well, growing up in the same, kind of high school classes, or them above me. I've looked up to them for so long now to be teammates. And sometimes you can get caught watching. It's okay. It's greatness right there.
Thank you.
Bruce Beck, NBC New York.
Kyrie, do you sense that those guys are watching you too when you're having a game like this?
Yeah, I feel that as well. But you know, as we continue to progress, I think that the beautiful thing is that we're interchangeable. So some guys, you know, one of us can have a big night, other guys can have multiple assists, multiple rebounds, and we, like I said, we just want to complement each other well as a group. I don't want to get too stuck on talking about us three, but we do lead this group with other guys.
Vincent Goodwill, Yahoo.
Kyrie, I think you mentioned it a little bit earlier, talking about how you guys are perceived around the league. Do you think you guys are fighting for credibility when you're playing games against the Clippers as opposed to playing against, you know, some of the other teams? Do you feel like is this like an internal thing where you want to get respect from your peers even before you go up against them?
Well, that's one of those things that's in competition. That's, you know, the separation between the good and the great is continuing to come back every single night and do the same thing over again. You know, things may not go well. You know, things may go well that game, but you got to come back as a competitor and live up to the challenge. You know, show everyone why you are who you are. And to echo my statement a little bit ago, it's just we have to earn that respect. You know, we couldn't have a great collection of guys on paper. You know, I know teams are, you know, looking at the paper like, okay, they got these three guys, great, we got to guard everybody else. But we want that team morale to be that is every single game we are going up against the best. Any NBA player, any team could be beaten on any night, and we just got to be more prepared for that. And I think we're doing a great job of just staying resilient and not getting too high or too low, and not keeping our heads down when we do run into some teams that are giving us their best effort. You know, some teams are not necessarily playing well going into games, and they play against us and they start playing well. So it's the opposite. And we want to relish in that challenge as a group.
Last question, Rachel Nichols, ESPN.
Hey, Kyrie, I don't want to call what you guys do on offense effortless, because I know there's only so many people in the world who can do what you guys can do. But what is the difference in, I don't know if you call it effort or focus or concentration of what you have to do the way you guys did as a group tonight on defense compared to maybe games where that isn't there?
Just consistency. It's consistency.
Is that it?
Rachel. That's really what it is. We, you know, have the desire to go out there and do it. It just has to be for, as all NBA players say, a collection of 48 minutes. Anything can happen. You know, we've been up in some games where, you know, we've lost the lead, and we got to take accountability for those losses, see where we can get better and move forward. But yes, we just take it one day at a time, Rich. Honestly, we just got to build that consistency. We don't have any practice time. None. We have no practice time. We had the most games in January. Like, what else do you like? We're doing our best here, trying to put something great together in a matter of a short period of time. So be patient with us.
Well, it worked tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.